Hi, welcome back to a brand new video of the Targeted Individual Program, Targeted Individual Experience. So today, woke up again in your predator department using their sirens. I got a call from the kid's mother, Pam, about Netflix. Um, she wanted me to because I have so many Netflix on so many different devices. My account's many different devices, the kids' devices, the television at her house, the television in her bedroom, uh, her phone, right, and now her iPad. But I can only have so much Netflix account on those devices. So every now and then she'll call me to text her the code that they'll send me whenever she tries to log into Netflix. I said, fine, whatever. So she called me just for that, and I said to her, okay. I said, all right, I will text it to you, right? So I said to her, I will text it to you, and then I noticed that she's trying to keep me on the phone, and I'm like, I said, I'll text it to you. Oh, can you just tell me right now? Can you just say it out for me, all right? And then your predator department again, because I'm about to expose this shit again. Um, can you just text it out to me, right? I mean, can you just say it out for me? Just tell me what it is. And I'm saying to myself, okay, what's going on here? She never had an issue in the past of me, texting her the code, right? But now she wants me to literally verbally tell her. So I told her the code, you know, then, kind of hanged up. I was like, all right, bye, what have you. Then they started sending me subliminal message, right? As again trying to, at first I didn't know what was, like what, I had an idea, I had some idea, but I really don't feel like it, but now I do. So I called my son to speak to him because I haven't spoken to the kids for the day. His phone is off. He's not answering his phone. I called her. I said to her, "Hey, can you tell Ethan I'm calling him and his phone is off?" Um, she was like, uh, "Ethan, your dad is calling you." Now, usually she don't do all of that. So I'm like, okay. So again, like I said, I know her pattern. I know their pattern and what it is that they do, how they will attack me, and then all of a sudden I can't speak to my kids because either my son's phone will be turned off or he can't find his phone. And when I call her, she's like, I'll tell him, I'll tell him, right? She doesn't leave out of her bedroom to go um, let him know that I'm calling, right? She's like, I'll tell him, right? And then, she'll hang up. And then I call her back a half an hour later, say, hey, I'm still not, you know, still not, can't speak to him because he's not answering his phone. Well, I told him, but she literally was on the phone with me yelling to him that I was calling. So I'm like, okay, what is going on here? So I said to her, I said, tell him call me back, right? As I said, Tim call me back. They're using the car horn because again, exposing their shit. Because again, what they try to do is try to push me away from my kids, right? Because I want you guys to understand that who they are and what they're about, and particularly when you start to see how a lot of men walk away from their kids because of their mother, because their mother have agreed into a contract, the psychological contract and an economical contract using their job and giving them positions in the job, right? Kind of what they did with welfare, right? Kicking the black man out of the house. But they developed a new way to do it, right? And that is positioning these women in certain positions, giving them certain salary, right? But then they're under the control of their white masters. So they basically become the bed wrenches of of white men, right? Who they can that they use, they go hanging out, what have you, and you know, sleeping with such and such and what have you. I mean, hey, shit, that's what they do. So they see all the glossy social media posts and shit like that, but they're not looking at the reality. And this is how they become delusional. So the white supremacists have developed a new way in breaking up the black family, destroying black relationship between black men and black women. But black women cannot see. They cannot see. They don't understand what's going on. And, like I said, I can't fault them. Totally. Right? But anyhow, so now they're doing the spitting sound. So again, whenever I figure this shit out, they will engage in, doing the spitting sound, just, what I'm saying? It's like, just like when I'm outside explaining something, and then all of a sudden start seeing them using the sirens a lot after I hit on certain subjects, because they know that I'm right. Okay? I hear my upstairs neighbor knocking on the door again. So, but anyway, this is meant to, again, try to keep you silent. This is how they destroying black males, particularly black males who they see as a threat, who could be potential leaders. All right, and black women too. So not just think it's only black men; it's black women too, who have a different way of thinking, who actually think instead of believe and believing, but are actually thinking. Right. Then I was watching a video on YouTube of a young politician, black man, young black man, and I'm saying to myself, how is it that in 2024, right? But then again, I understand, because when you're ignorant, you don't know. And within the black community, black men and black women, very ignorant as to what's really going on, right? Because we see what's in front of us and that's it. We don't see, we don't pull back the layers to see anything, even though it's right there in front of us. So this young black politician, male, he's been arrested by the FBI for bribery and stuff like that. He was getting cash payments and stuff. And I'm saying to myself, dude, you're black and you into politics, right? You should know, not believe, but you should know that the FBI is watching you, that the white supremacists and the police force is watching you. Not only are they watching you, but they're trying a myriad of ways in which to set you up. Right? And because, again, they understand your background, where you come from, how you grew up, right? Because not only that, but they've also engaged in cognitive warfare, psyops, against you, right? And the lack of understanding of technology developed to manipulate our minds, to change our personalities in ways that are detrimental to us and us, each other, and our community. And the only way to combat it, okay, is to be aware of it, fully aware of it, okay, to lessen, and as I said, to combat it, per the department using their siren. Yes, the only way to combat it is to be aware of it, to become conscious of it, of what's going on, right? Because they can manipulate anybody. This technology can be used to control not only you, but your family, your children, people in your community, the churches. Again, go on Google the terms cognitive warfare and neurocognitive warfare. Not just psyops, okay? Cognitive warfare and neurocognitive warfare. Right? It is their ability to take advantage of the cognitive lapse in your brain, in your mind, the psychological conditioning in your mind that they know that they've conditioned you with, and to do it in such a way in which they can condition you and program you without you even realizing what's taking place. Okay, it is a form of entrapment, but because, again, we don't understand psychology and psychological manipulation the way they do, at least most of us, I should say, not all of us, but most of us don't really quite understand this. And this is why, again, when I do these videos I do on my computer, I give you guys the sources so you can go look it up yourself. And it's not just for black people. This is for white people, Asian people, Hispanic people. because white people have been lied to, Asian people have been lied to, Hispanic people, we all have been lied to by those in positions of power. All right? Because understand is that their mindset don't change. Right? They pass on the same mindset to their offspring. The same mindset. And so because for me speaking out what's been done to me and others, they're like, well, we're going to take everything from you. If we can't use you, if we can't use you as a gatekeeper, if we can't bribe you with money, we're going to take everything. And I'm like, hey, in war, there's sacrifices. Okay? I'm not saying I'm sacrificing my kids or myself. But what I'm saying is that in order, you have to look beyond yourself. Okay? You have to look beyond your circle. Right? Because, again, you have to think of things as bigger than outside yourself, particularly when you know that what is being done, not just to you, but to others, will lead society down a path which it will never be able to recover from. And those at the top, right, will solidify their ability and their power to control every single person in this country in a way and in ways in which every single person will be happy in the destruction of their civil rights, the constitutional rights, the human rights. Just look at how things are going. Look at the development of AI, the hundreds of billions of dollars that's invested in AI. It's going to be doing the job in which you will have mass layoffs. Mass layoffs. But people don't understand it, and they use the public to train these AIs. The public, okay? The very public that these AIs are going to replace. They use the public to train AI. So when people were talking about GPT and this and that, I already knew what was happening. I've never used ChatGPT. Not only that, but you're actually giving them the blueprint to your personality. So they don't have to do the work of trying to, well, they somewhat know your personality because within the society, you're educated, what have you, they already know that aspect of your personality. But there are other aspects of your personality that they don't know. But now what you've done is that you've basically trained these AI to be you. Right? How you ask a question, how you phrase things, how you look for things, right? So that AI now has a model of your personality. All right? Anyhow, something to think about. You really got to think about these things. All right? Technology is great. But in the hands of those who seek to rule over us and continue to rule over us, all right, they're just trying to create ways so that when they start the oppression and the brutality that comes along with it, they would have already created in your mind a docile animal, a sheep. All right, talk to you guys in the next video.